Has there ever been a time in your life when you learned someone famous or high-profiled was going to be nearby to meet and greet fans and sign autographs? I remember in 2012, Major League Baseball staged their All-Star game in Kansas City. My wife and I took a few days off and we went to all of the festivities the days before leading up to the game. Now, one of those events was a baseball exhibit in a large exhibition hall in downtown Kansas City. When we walked in, there were numerous booths that you could visit and interact with. There are also community events that were staged there. One of those community events was a fundraiser that involved a meet and greet with former center fielder and Royals Hall of Famer Willie Wilson. Now, it's possible you don't know who he is, but I do. As a kid, my first number I wore playing baseball was Willie Wilson's. We played similar positions, and I watched every game I could. So, I waited in line for a long time just to get a chance to meet one of my favorite players. Something happens to us when we learn high-profile people will be in our town. We buy tickets or make plans to catch a glimpse of the person in real life. As we will learn in this final story, Simeon was a guy who was promised to see not just any person, but the Son of God. One wonders what excitement and anticipation filled his heart. Joseph and Mary come to the temple with their newborn son to present him to the Lord, as it is directed in Leviticus. Now, it's during this trip that we meet a man called Simeon, who had seen in a vision that his eyes will see the Lord Christ before he dies. And boy, did he get to see him. Simeon sang what he saw in the temple that day. "Lord, now you are letting your servant depart in peace, according to your word." Simeon sings his heart out. "My eyes have seen your salvation that you have prepared in the presence of all peoples, a light for revelation to the Gentiles and for your glory to your people Israel." What a song for a little old Jewish man to sing. Simeon sees what others in the temple missed that day. He sees his salvation not as a technique or a set of principles to live by, but Simeon sees that salvation as a person. He's actually looking at that person when he sings of God's salvation, who he is holding in his arms. Can you imagine holding this baby while singing his praise? It must have been overwhelming for him. Simeon sings to and about this person. It is in a person that we find our peace. It is in this person in whom we discover our joy. It is this person Simeon sees his hope. It is where we find freedom from addiction and vice. It is in this person that evil meets its match. It is in this person that God's full love is embodied. Our prayer for you this season is that you, like Simeon, will have eyes for Christ. Let us fix our eyes on Jesus, who is the author and perfecter of our faith. Will you find salvation and love expressed in this child, this Emmanuel, this Jesus? God bless you this season, because frankly, he already has. I hope you realize this, and because our eyes have seen his salvation, we would all sing from this hope, from his joy, and from his love.